Welcome to the bagging arena.
Let's duel.
We are super excited to get back working on the shop this week. We also have something to rock your socks off.
Last time we were working on this wall in particular, this was totally getting in the way, so going to cut things.
When Gary and I were out on the houseboat, we just saw this roof that was kind of shaped like this. And so Gary's got a whole new design for the shop. So all of that's going to be changed down the road here.
Take your order, please.
In building with earth bags, we discovered our family thrived creatively and grew stronger by working side by side. We welcome you to be part of our family and for this week's adventure. We're gonna do a little base and little rocks around the workshop. So Mom and I are gonna go select those rocks so that we can maybe get a feel up on the wall. Super exciting. Let's go do it. Since the guys have the bagging stuff all sorted, Mom and I want something to do. So we are gonna get started on the next step in this workshop build process.
So wait a second, did you get tired of making those little brooms?
Well, it was fun, and I did clean a little bit, but it's time to do something a little more productive.
So we need to go shopping.
We need to go shop time.
Last time we went rock shopping, it was for your wedding.
Whoa, about a year and a few months ago.
Yeah. When Bree was little, she used to say, Bree, you want to shop till you drop? Grandma would ask you, and you'd say, shop, drop, shop, drop.
Well, it's time to shop, drop, while we rock shop. That's all I'm saying.
You guys are gonna go get rocks. We're gonna bag.
Okay.
We're gonna be behind the scenes bagging. You're just gonna see the walls growing. There won't be any footage of it. You'll just see the walls just growing.
Tink, 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 tink.
Yeah.
I like it.
You're only gonna see what's going on here for the next 5 minutes.
There he goes.
Mr. Overalls.
But he should be going that way.
I know.
But, you know, hey, that is sus right there.
That is very suspicious.
That looks like an ice cream break to me.
That looks like an ice cream. If I've ever seen an ice cream break, that's what it would look like right there.
Bree,
Yeah.
do we know where we're going?
No.
I know, I just
The
thought.
land of rocks. We'll hear them calling.
I better look it up real quick. All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too, bye. That's not bad, $59 a ton. We'd only get a half. That's only gonna be like 30 bucks.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Really?
Well, and I don't know how far it'll go. I guess we'll see when we start working with it.
Yeah.
All right, Bree, we've reached the dreaded thing we have to do first.
Our month's allowance is gonna get drained into the tank. Let's do it. Rope one drop at a time. Let's do this. It's rock time. It's really anticlimactic. Like, it really looked like I was gonna zoom, and then I was like,
I think you might turn where that guy does.
oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
gosh, it's right here.
Yeah, I think so. I might say, why are we driving this way now when we were driving the other way?
Well, because Mom said follow the truck. I think you heard her. Follow the truck right there. And I was like, okay. But then I missed my turn because I was following the truck. I did what I was told too well.
Oh, wait a second. This might be the carpet place. with the carpet place?
Well, I mean, I see that stuff. I don't know, maybe that
I was just joking.
Okay, okay. But this looks...
That's kind of neat, isn't
That's
it?
perfect. That would be perfect.
And it's kind of got a reddish color. Would that be okay?
Yeah, the reddish will work.
Well, look, red. They'll have brown too. That's called Santa Fe red.
Santa Fe
Oh, that's 3 to 6 inches, Bree.
Yeah, oh, 3 to 6. No. That's way more than 3 to 6 inches.
Okay.
Well, they might just have a bad way they measure it too. That would work.
Santa Fe riprap, 4 to 8 inches. That would work too.
Yep, that would work.
Anything but gray, aren't you?
Yeah, anything but gray.
We could do this, Bree. Take us a little while.
Oh my gosh. We'd be mice putting that up there.
She recorded her because she was super cool.
She was super cool. She was
She's
awesome.
like, oh, this is what you do?
She was just, because she was so on it, I was afraid she'd notice I was filming her. Oh, guess I should maybe try to unlock it first. There we go.
Simple process. She said, get on the scale, load up with the rock we want, back on the scale, pay. That's it.
So simple.
Okay, Bree, we're committed.
We did it. We got it. We got the rocky rock.
I like the flat edges. That's really what I wanted.
Behold the conquering heroines.
That's right. You didn't want to say heroines?
Yeah,
Just doesn't
Gotta-
sound right, does it?
kind of. Yeah. We didn't want to drug down the moment. Well, we haven't got storms in a little while, so the guys are having to wet the dirt as they're filling the bags.
So these bags are much thicker, and so I was curious on how much thicker. And if we get the right one, that's 18 inches.
Foot and a half.
And then we go to here, and it's like, oh, it's 16 inches.
But we found that they can really pack those bags when it comes out drier, and then we wet it after the fact.
We had a little bit drier dirt, and it really, really made a difference.
Ready, Bree?
I'm so ready. How much of this bag is maybe a half or something?
Probably something like that.
Those two block buildings were working into the main earthbag building. So we want to kind of marry all of them together, make it look like one solid building. So we're going to be doing that rock base around all of it.
So, start from here somewhere.
Wetting up our surface. Yes. So we can get our first ones going. And we figured since it's going everywhere, we might as well start on that process on the block wall. All right, first rock going in.
Should we go like that? When the guys get up and they tamp, you have, I'd say about this much, 3
3
foot
feet.
of layer that's not going to move below it. So since they've gotten up far enough, when we come around, as long as there's a 3 foot gap between, we shouldn't get much movement with those rocks too, which would be a bummer if all of a sudden they start falling off.
Yeah.
Which that's, so that'll help for that not to happen.
Yeah.
It's looking good.
I'm in agreement. I think it's looking great.
You can kind of picture it coming up the wall here.
Yeah, I mean, to give you an idea too, we call it the swoosh, but it's gonna be, kind of mountainy with the rocks, and it'll contrast really nice with the honeycomb pavers that we're going to do, because there's a lot of dynamic colors and shapes and all kinds of stuff in the rock, and I think that'll accent our kind of more bland walls that we picked. So I'm pretty excited. And the bees will pop. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
See if we can get in here close and you can see the beautiful workmanship. Unbelievable.
Jaw dropping. got some of this little leftover paint, and I thought we could start with our outline, kind of figure out what we want here on the front of our house. And then we can spray paint directly on this because all this is gonna get covered, so we can do a little outline. Now, we found from experience, when you get going on a task, it's kind of difficult to step back and see shapes or kind of even figure out what you're gonna be doing. You're like, oh, should I be stopping here? How many times have we said that to ourselves? So what we thought is we'd get ahead of it this time and do an outline on the wall of where we want those little whoopie woos to go. That way we can kind of think ahead of where we want them. What do we think of that?
I think that's beautiful. And what's kind of nice is that as we're laying those rocks, we know what we're going to, and we have a goal to reach.
That's true.
I love that.
Yeah, we're it's not just like, should we stop now? You know, it's like, that's where we're ending. Let's do this. So, yeah, that's true.
One thing about these rocks, when you're putting them in, you think you have to really, calculate which direction they go to fit them in, but you really don't. It's surprising how easy they are to just kind of slap them on, especially if you go one row, let it harden, and then do another row. It's really not complicated. So anyone can do it. If you feel the need to build a rock wall, go for it. It's very easy. We got a half a yard from the place, and we realized that we're going to go through that. We're already nearly through it right now, and it's going to go quickly. I got online, did some research, and we found a company that would bring 25 tons out to the property and drop it off. So we decided, let's just do that. Then we're not running, gas prices what they are. We're not running back and forth too. By the time we do that, it's going to add up real quick. So I don't know if 25 tons is too much or too little, but you can never have enough rock.
If we have too much, we can put them in other places. So who knows? Maybe everything's gonna get a base of rock. No.
Okay. You might too. Yeah. We might be coming to your house with rock.
We'll be like, subscriber giveaway, rocks! So now we've worked about 3 days on those rocks now. Would you say it's about 3 days worth of work? And already it's coming up. It's so exciting to see it built and getting higher, and it makes it more real of what that rock's gonna be. And I'm really loving it so far. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that those rocks will bring out a lot of color for the rest of the build. And we talked about too, maybe possibly putting some stain over the top of them.
Yeah, Jared had an idea because they are kind of, especially the new rocks we got, they're a little bit more on the gray side, which they call blue. But we know what blue really means.
Sales tactic.
So Jared had this idea of you get this concrete stain, and I really like that idea, and I think it would tie them together really nice and get us more of the brownish red color that we're looking for. That will be probably one of the last things we do after the whole building's done, and then we're painting it, then we can do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so maybe that'll be super future, but just to let you know what's the plan. So we've got a lot of really cool stuff we're gonna be doing.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy with how it is looking.
Fun to do something different.
Yes. Well, that wraps up this week. We have a sale going on in our shop right now, free shipping now through the 13th. So if you'd like to take advantage of that, the link will be down there in the description.
We got U-Rock and Rock Solid and probably other rock ones out there too.
All sorts of rock stuff. So if you're like in the rock mood and you want to show it, then we definitely have the designs for you. So the link will be down there in the description. We had a lot of fun hanging out with you on Wednesday for another gaming live stream. We're having a lot of fun building on that and creating. Jared and I put together our very first super build. It's not really that big, but it was a lot of fun to do together with you. Well, we really appreciate you being a part of our family, and we look forward to hanging out with you on Monday for another podcast. Bye!
Thank you.
You're looking at.
Hey, you know what? This is a great time to plug our Patreon. If you would like to...
Our family moved from the city to the country. Thanks for taking part in our adventure. We have new videos every Friday evening. If you would like to help us out, you can like this video, share it, subscribe, or support us on Patreon. See the links in the description.
And it could actually
We
go,
had a little bit of
like it's actually still that way a little bit, so it can. Oh,
they're filming.
This is probably dangerous climbing this with flip flops, huh?
Nah.
Hey, Mom. Rock that is red. Red rock. He-Man.